Alright everyone, thank you very much for your patience. We're joined with head coach Hallgrimsson and also Demarai on his home debut scoring for the Midfield. Coach, firstly a few opening remarks for you on the performance of the team and the results.
I think it was many chapters in this game. We had some good spells and some bad spells during the match. I think it was let's say a good performance when we overall added together, but we can improve in defending and attacking. So it's a lot of things we can work on, but a 1-0, I love a 1-0. You love a 1-0 when you score the winning goal?
Yeah, I got asked that question the other day, what I would, if I would prefer to score the winner or clear one off the line, and I said score the match winning goal. But on a serious note, it was important that we got the 3 points, because that's all that matters in the end. It wasn't the nicest game. Credit to Honduras, because they come and attacked and they made it aggressive. They made it difficult for us. But second half, we come back together and we come up with a game plan. And you know, you have to be patient in these games and wait for the moments. And luckily, the moment fell to me, and on this occasion, I scored. And you know, I'm happy to be back home as well. And to score in front of the fans was a great feeling. So most importantly, we take the 3 points. We look back at what we've done good, what we've done bad, and focus on the next game.
Alright, we'll open the floor now for questions. Go ahead, Rashid.
Coach Rashid Pashman, the Observer. The midfield, I want to know your assessment of Latibodier's performance tonight. Do you think he's lacking in confidence, or what do you make of his overall performance?
I really don't want to talk about individuals' performances in a after-match press conference before I look at the game again. I think we were off in midfield in general. First half, we invested too many players in the build-up, lacking then the connection between the defense and the attack. So we didn't find the players we want on the ball. We tweaked that a little bit at half-time. Second half was much better, and then it was about keeping a clean sheet. So we changed the tactics in the second half, thinking of closing the cage and not allowing them in. And I think that was in the end good. There was some tired legs. Players are coming or are in a kind of mixed fitness. Some are playing regularly, some like this guy haven't played much. So some were tired in the end, and we needed to adapt to that. But midfield, we fixed it in second half. I thought last 20-25 minutes, Lats was fantastic. He was closing players, so he kind of grew in the game. But I really don't want to talk about individual performances before I watch the game again.
Jerome?
Yeah, Coach, 2 questions. In terms of the cohesion, you mentioned a lot in the first half. What were some of the changes you made to get it a little bit better in the second half? As well as how much did the surface affect the performance of the team? If it did at any point?
No, what we did in regards to the midfield, we tried to push Casey a little bit higher and letting Lats be the lone pivot, so we had more options higher up, not only square passes and back passes, so we had more options. That was kind of the first step, and then we added a third player in midfield, and then it started to flow a little bit better, I think. The surface, of course, it goes worse as the game went on, so accurate passing was not as accurate as they are normally used to, our players, but it is what it is. We could have affected us, but it didn't, so we are lucky and happy that we kept a clean sheet.
Jamal?
Jamal talking 8763. Coach, something a bit more tactical. Since you've come in, we've noticed a more sturdy defense. Is it something that has to do with tactics, or is that just the players working harder? What's the reason behind that?
I hope it's a little bit of both. We try to work on it. We try to have it simple, and then just to involve more players in our defensive game. In a national team environment, you need every 11 players to defend.
Livingston.
Demarai.
Lake.
Your first game from season. Tell me what was it like for you, and just give us an update on your move also to Saudi.
Yeah. Firstly, it's good to be back here, playing my first game in the stadium. To score, and for it to be the match winner makes it that bit more special. But you know, the objective was to get the 3 points and help the team progress, and hopefully I can do the same, the team can do the same in the next game. And in terms of my transfer, I think it was time for me to move on. And speaking to the manager there, I felt like I wanted a new challenge, a new opportunity, something completely different. And you see the hype around the Saudi League at the minute is, you know, it's quite big, and a lot of players are going out there. So I think for me and where I'm at in my career right now, it was a good idea for me. And you know, I had influence of other players. Henderson, who's there, phoned me as well. So I had some good advice, good guidance, and it helped me make my decision. And obviously, being from England, where my family live, it's a hard decision. But I think, you know, football, sometimes you have to sacrifice, and I decided to make this choice.
Disappointed how you and the club separated?
Am I?
Disappointed with how you and Everton separated?
Yeah, always. You never want to leave things on bad blood, but I'm not going to sit and talk about everything that happened. But Everton give me some great moments, although it was difficult seasons. We was fighting survival, relegation for 2 years, and we managed to stay up. So all the pain in the season we experienced joy at the end. But this year I wish them the best. I made some good friends there, and that chapter's over now. We're focused on here now, the next game, and when this is done, I'll go and focus on Saudi.
Coach.
So from now on, he's called Sheikh Dini.
The last time we spoke, I had mentioned the movement off the ball when we were out of possession, and it was something that you said that you were working on consistently. How would you rate that tonight in terms of the team performance in that particular aspect?
I think we showed glimpses of improvement, spells, like I said, spells in the game when we looked really good, and then on other times we didn't look as good. So hopefully it's coming there. The players are getting to know each other better. The players are getting to know the system better, etc. I thought though the balance, even though they got some chances, I thought the balance was okay, especially defensively. But we were missing some attacking moments. We kind of were lost at times going forward.
And what about tempo? Is this the tempo that you want to play, or do you think it should be maybe different in some way?
We wanted to play a high tempo on the ball, but we still also wanted to improve possession in general. So we're somewhere there in between, I would say. But it's the challenge is to find the moment when to go fast and when to go slow. And that happens when players get to know each other better and we play more games together.
So you think it'll come in time?
Yeah, it will come.
Eddie?
How long, I don't know.
Alright, Division TV, Demarai, first game at the office. What was the atmosphere like? Was it what you expected?
Yeah, obviously I've seen highlights of different games, so I had a little feel from the videos and stuff. But yeah, the atmosphere was good, and I feel like the fans have took to me well. Obviously it helps if I've scored and stuff, but you know, I'm grateful for the reception, and I'm happy I could have given them a goal today. So it's a successful first day at the office, and I hope for the same again against Haiti.
Cheers.
Have you mentioned you scored today?
Only a few times. I'm happy I scored. I'll tell you 10 times. But no, it's about the team. And if it's me that scores, Leon, Nana, it doesn't matter. We said at half time, no matter what, we keep a clean sheet and we get the 3 points, and that's what we did.
Robert.
Yeah, Coach Robert Williams, RFM. Coach, we continue to see better players being added to the squad continuously. Is there a point, because you know the objective is the World Cup, is there a point when you're going to say no more?
we're always looking at better players. We're always looking at younger players who have the possibility of becoming. If we would close the door, that would be a silly thing to do. But we are always more and more happy with the squad we have. If I can answer this question in other words, so it's not a criticism to the players we have, but we will always be looking for players to improve our team. All coaches do.
Ethan Alexander, Ball Sports. Just a tactical question. We know Mikel Antonio wasn't part of the squad, but he did have striking options on the bench. Would you not start in a recognized striker, experimental or tactical based on opposition?
You're talking to me? I thought he was looking at you. Sorry. No. It's so Shama would be an obvious replacement for Envors in the Gold Cup, and you know that he just came so late. He missed all the training sessions, so we could only do a 20-minute individual session last night with him. So it would be, first of all, reckless to play him 90 minutes. Secondly, probably unfair to him, because he wouldn't have been able to play really good. So we decided we would give him some minutes. We didn't know how much. And we wanted the guy up front that would make the runs behind, and Whisper is really good at that. He is number one, full of confidence, and he is full of the will to score goals. So he was on a kind of, for us, kind of obvious choice to try and play, and we have a really good bench, so we always knew we could change. But for us it was just obvious to play Whisper up front to begin with and see how it would work.
And how it worked for your coach in your opinion?
Again?
How did it work for you in your opinion, Whisper starting this season?
I think for a 17, 18-year-old starting his first national team game in front of his own fans, official match, he did good. He was unlucky to not score and had really good spells in the game where he showed his quality. For him, as well as Demi, is a long time since he played a competitive match, so it will come for him like everyone else.
Question for them. Players walked over to the bleachers and gave them an applause. That's not something that we have seen for a while, that kind of appreciation directly to fans. Can you explain that to us?
Actually, it's my first game here as well, but I remember Leon saying, because Leon's quite vocal in the dressing room here, and he said, just make sure we go over and show our respects. He said it in the team talk at half-time as well. He said the fans come out to watch us, so we need to give them something to celebrate, and we did that. And yeah, I think it's something we should do naturally anyway. I think Jamaica, as a team, we're going to keep growing. As the manager said, even when it comes to bringing in different players, we want to get stronger. But when it comes to the fans, we have to always give thanks to them, because without them, we're half as strong. And when we play at home, especially, we have to give our best and try and make the game entertaining and win games, most importantly.
Alright, Jerome, we'll have the last question, and the mix zone will be outside everybody.
Coach, the referee, your thoughts on the performance?
Slippery slope here. No, he did some, I would say, he did some mistakes, but we all do. I think we should have had at least the second yellow card when Leon was going in the box. But because we won, I'm not going to say anything more, but he was like the pitch. Could have been better.
The first chance was not offside, right?
I didn't see that yet, but
I didn't think it was.
Good assist.
Yeah, it's a goal and assist today, boss.
Alright, everybody, thank you. Remember, Demarai will be doing a school visit on Monday at Garvey Maceo, so you guys can have a more opportunity.
Right,
Thanks, guys.
Right on, yeah? Yeah, good, man.